Picture this, a kangaroo locking a dog in a headlock as if claiming its turf, crowds roaring as someone chugs beer from a shoe, and roads shutting down entirely to make way for millions of migrating red crabs. Only in Australia, right? Before we jump into the 21 mind-blowing, hilarious and awe-inspiring facts about the land down under, we'd be thrilled if you could take just a second to hit that subscribe button. Trust us, you won't want to miss out on the wild ride we're about to take you on. Australia is the only place in the world where you can see kangaroos living freely in the wild and in large numbers, roaming wide open fields, woodlands and rural landscapes. Don't expect them to be hopping around everywhere though. The reality? You're more likely to spot one, permanently parked by the side of the road after traffic encounter. It's a jarring sight, but in Australia, it's part of the experience. In most other countries, kangaroos are confined to zoos or sanctuaries. Here, they're a natural part of the scenery, especially in the outback and rural areas. Occasionally, as cities expand, you might even catch one venturing near the suburbs at dawn or dusk, wild, free, and unmistakably Australian. With all the shifts in their natural habitat, it's not uncommon to witness some truly bizarre moments. Imagine this, a kangaroo, feeling territorial, wraps its arms around a house dog's neck in what looks like a headlock. It's almost as if the kangaroo is saying, "This is my turf, mate." But here's a kicker. The dog often remains surprisingly calm. Instead of panicking, it waits for its owner to step in, as if this kangaroo encounter is just another day in the backyard. While not every face-off ends so peacefully, this quirky interaction highlights the fascinating and sometimes hilarious ways the wild and domestic worlds collide. Nature's drama with a comedic twist. In Australia, the watch out for snakes sign, it's no joke. When you see one, take it seriously. We're not talking about harmless garden snakes here. Some of the snakes in Australia are among the most venomous in the world, and a single bite could send you to the hospital or worse. These signs are common in national parks, rural areas, and even some suburban spots near bushland. It's a stark reminder that nature in Australia is very much alive and sometimes a little too close for comfort. So next time you see one, don't just chuckle and keep walking. Slow down, stay alert, and give the area a good look before continuing. Better safe than sorry, right? But here's the thing, snakes aren't out to get you. They're shy creatures that only strike if they feel threatened. The best advice, give them space, let them move on, and you can do the same. In this wild, beautiful land, coexisting with nature is just part of the adventure. Forget the ghost stories and urban legends. Australia's deadly spiders are very real. Take the redback spider, for instance. This small but notorious creature has venom potent enough to cause serious pain and discomfort for days. And where might you find one? In your shed, under your patio furniture, or even lurking inside your shoes? But don't panic just yet. Despite their fearsome reputation, redback spiders aren't out to get you. They're shy and prefer to stay hidden, only biting when provoked. Still, a quick shake of your shoes or a glance into dark corners could save you a lot of unnecessary pain. Because in Australia, being careful isn't paranoia, it's just smart. Say hello to the Quokka, Australia's unofficial mascot of pure joy. These pint-sized marsupials, found mostly on Rottnest Island near Perth, are famous for their adorable natural smiles. And yes, they're always photogenic. Snap a selfie with one and you've just joined the ranks of the internet. What makes them even more lovable? Quokkas are incredibly relaxed around humans, often hopping right up as if to say, hey, let's hang out. Just remember, while they're happy to pose, feeding or touching them is strictly off limits to protect their health. But really, who needs to cuddle when their smile alone can brighten your day? Welcome to Rottnest Island, arguably the happiest place on earth. And no offense to Disneyland, picture this, millions of vivid red crabs on the move, creating a living, wriggling river that spills across roads, bridges and trails. This isn't just a scene from a wildlife documentary. It's the annual red crab migration on Christmas Island. Every year, at the start of the rainy season, these determined creatures march from their jungle homes to the coastline to lay their eggs. The migration is so massive, it stops traffic in its tracks. Entire roads are closed and special crab bridges are built to help these travellers cross safely. Locals even pause their daily routines to give the crabs right of way. And here's the fascinating part. Without GPS or maps, these crabs rely on Earth's magnetic field, humidity levels, and the moonlight to guide their epic journey. It's a display of resilience, instinct, and natural wonder that makes the trip to this remote island unforgettable. Nature truly knows how to put on a show. One of the best things about suburban train travel in Australia, especially in cities like Sydney, Melbourne, or Brisbane, is the freedom to pick any available seat. On these trains, seating isn't reserved, so you're free to find the perfect spot as soon as you step on board. Want a window seat for the view or a quieter corner to relax? No problem. Just hop on, choose your seat and enjoy the ride. This laid-back system makes commuting a breeze and adds to the charm of train travel in Australia's biggest cities. In Australia, the ute, or utility vehicle, is more than just a car. Born in 1934 to meet the needs of hardworking farmers, it's become an iconic part of Aussie life. You'll find utes everywhere, from outback stations hauling gear to suburban driveways ready for weekend adventures. But here's what makes the ute special. It's not just practical, it's a symbol of freedom. With its rugged build and can-do attitude, the ute embodies the Aussie spirit of independence and exploration. Whether you're cruising open roads in the countryside or tackling a tough job, the ute is always up for the challenge. It's more than transportation, it's a way of life. And while not everyone has one, no Aussie brew trip feels quite the same without spotting a ute on the horizon. In Australia, the mail doesn't just arrive, it zooms in on two wheels. That's right, Posties, as Aussies call their postal workers, ride motorbikes to deliver letters and packages. These bikes, specially designed for efficiency, glide through suburban streets, making quick stops to ensure your mail lands safely in the box. Wine motorbikes. With sprawling suburbs and plenty of ground to cover, they're the perfect solution. Faster than walking, more practical than a van, and unmistakably Aussie. Seeing a postie in their bright high-vis uniform cruising down the street is a classic sight. And let's be honest, it's way cooler than the standard delivery truck. In Australia, almost every power outlet comes with its own little switch. That's right, no need to yank out the plug to cut the power, just flick the switch and you're good to go. It's simple, clever, and oddly satisfying. Why is this such a game changer? For one, it's a handy tool during thunderstorms. Instead of scrambling to unplug everything, you can flip the switches like a pro and protect your gadgets. And let's not forget that satisfying click. Small but effective, it's one of those clever Aussie innovations that makes you wonder, Why doesn't everyone do this? Practicality at its finest. Forget the plain old greenbacks in the US. Australian money is a vibrant explosion of colour. Each bill boasts its own unique hue, from bright blue to bold red, making it a breeze to tell them apart at a glance. And here's a smart twist. The larger the denomination, the bigger the note. Simple and effective. It's not just about aesthetics. These colourful designs and size differences make Aussie cash incredibly user-friendly, especially for those who are visually impaired. Add to that the polymer material, it's waterproof, tear-resistant, and far more durable than traditional paper money. While not entirely indestructible, let's keep it away from fire, it's tough enough to handle almost anything life throws its way. Practicality and style, all in your wallet. In Australia, especially in Sydney's CBD or its surrounding suburbs, a modest 2 or 3 bedroom house will easily set you back a cool $1 million or more. Yes, you heard that right. These aren't sprawling estates with endless lawns. We're talking about cozy homes, sometimes with just a small yard. What's surprising is that this price tag isn't limited to ritzy neighbourhoods. Even in regular suburbs, the 7-figure price is the norm. For anyone used to US housing prices, where $1 million can get you a mansion with a pool in many areas, Sydney's market feels like a splash of cold water. But that's the reality of living in one of the world's most desirable cities. In Australia, drivers don't just hit the road, they let everyone know their skill level too. L plates, which stand for learners, and P plates, which mean provisional drivers, make it clear who is still getting the hang of things behind the wheel. It's like a friendly sign that says, "Go easy on me" for the rest of the traffic. And honestly, it's brilliant. When you see an L plate, you know to give the driver a little extra space and not expect the reflexes of a race car driver. Spot a P plate and you know it's someone who has passed their test but is still building confidence. It's a system that encourages patience and understanding on the road. 2 things every driver could use more of. In Australia, crossing the street comes with a little extra help from the traffic lights. When the light turns green, a rhythmic beeping sound signals it's time to go. Designed for the visually impaired, this system is also a handy reminder for anyone who tends to daydream while walking. While not unique to Australia, is a clever feature that makes pedestrian crossings safer and smarter. In Australia and a few other Southern Hemisphere countries, would you find something as unique as Christmas in July? Why? Because down here, winter kicks off in June and runs through August, while the rest of the world dreams of a snowy Christmas in December. Aussies and their Southern Hemisphere neighbours are sweating through summer barbecues. That's where Christmas in July comes in. A clever way to embrace all the cosy traditions that just don't make sense during a blazing hot December. Think roaring fireplaces, steaming mulled wine, and hearty winter feasts. Not everyone loves it. Some see it as festive fun, while others dismiss it as a commercial gimmick. But love it or not, this frosty twist on a summer holiday is classic Aussie ingenuity. Because who else could take Christmas and make it work twice a year? Imagine this, after 10 years of sticking with the same company, you're rewarded with weeks of paid leave. Time to travel, relax, or finally tackle that to-do list. Welcome to Australia, where loyalty truly pays off. Long service leave gives employees around 8.67 weeks off after 10 years of continuous work with the same employer. Depending on your state or industry, you might even get extra leave the longer you stay. While the pay rate is usually based on your base salary, it's still an incredible chance to recharge after years of dedication. Though not unique to Australia, long service leave is a standout perk here, offering a well-deserved break to those who've put in the hard yards. And let's face it, for workers from countries with minimal paid leave, it sounds almost too good to be true. On the eastern coast of Australia, nature puts on a performance like no other. Imagine a beach blanketed in thick, fluffy white foam, so much that it looks like the ocean decided to whip up a bubble bath. This isn't some industrial accident, it's 100% natural. Well, except in rare cases where pollution might taint the seawater. But in Australia, that's thankfully pretty uncommon. The magic happens when strong waves, powerful winds, and blooming algae collide, creating a frothy masterpiece that spills across the sand. It's the kind of spectacle that stops you in your tracks, making you marvel at the quirky beauty of the natural world. People drive for hours just to see this surreal phenomenon. And honestly, who can blame them? It's like nature decided to have a little fun and left us with a front row seat to its playful side. Pure, unfiltered Aussie magic. The shoey? Drinking beer from a shoe is undoubtedly one of Australia's quirkiest ways to celebrate. It's bold, messy, and undeniably hilarious. But here's the twist. It's far from being a nationwide tradition. Many Aussies find it unhygienic or downright absurd. Still, at festivals, sporting events, and concerts, the shoey has become a cheeky symbol of letting loose and embracing Aussie-style fun. Whether you love it or cringe at the thought, there's no denying it's one of the most unforgettable ways Australians know how to celebrate. Chicken salt isn't just a seasoning, it's an Aussie icon. Born in the 1970s in South Australia to flavour roast chickens, this golden blend of salt, garlic, onion powder, turmeric and other spices has become the go-to topping for making fries unforgettable. Here's the twist. Despite its name, chicken salt doesn't taste like chicken, nor does it usually contain any. Most versions today are vegetarian friendly, but its umami-packed flavour has everyone hooked. While best known for topping fries, it's also sprinkled on snacks like fish and chips or even popcorn for an extra kick of Aussie magic. So if you're visiting Australia, skip the plain salt and ask for chicken salt. One bite and you'll see why this simple, savoury seasoning is the unsung hero of Aussie fast food. Irresistible golden goodness. In Australia, chicken flavoured chips are not just a snack, they're a cultural phenomenon. These crunchy, salty treats somehow manage to capture the savoury essence of a hearty chicken dinner, often without using any actual chicken. Instead, a clever blend of spices like onion, garlic, and pepper gives them that roasted umami bite. This flavour is a national favourite, proudly filling supermarket shelves and satisfying snack cravings across the country. Whether you're a fan of bold, savoury chips or just curious about Australia's love for all things chicken flavoured, one taste will show you why these chips have such a devoted following. Australia, you've nailed it again. Australia has its own unique take on fast food, blending homegrown icons with global giants, often with a local twist. Take Red Rooster, for example. This Aussie-born chain has been serving up roast chicken, fried chicken, and comfort food classics since 1972. Known for its signature roast chicken meals and golden chips, it's a go-to spot for a quick yet satisfying meal that strikes the perfect balance between quality and price. Then there's Hungry Jack's. Australia's version of Burger King. Thanks to trademark issues, Burger King had to rebrand under the name Hungry Jack's when entering the Aussie market. The menu, however, remains unmistakably familiar with flame-grilled Whoppers and classic fast food staples. It's a major player in the Australian fast food scene, keeping McDonald's on its toes. And let's not forget Krispy Kreme. In Australia, this donut giant has taken convenience to the next level. Unlike in the US where you need to visit a dedicated store, Aussies can grab Krispy Kreme donuts at 7-Eleven outlets and even train stations. Sweet cravings on the go? Sorted. From roast chicken to flame-grilled burgers and sugary delights, Australia's fast food scene shows that even the most global brands can feel right at home down under. And there you have it, 21 fascinating, hilarious, and sometimes jaw-dropping facts that make Australia truly one of a kind. From kangaroos picking fights with dogs to crabs stopping traffic, there's no shortage of wild stories in this land down under. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps us out. Have a favourite fact or an Aussie story of your own. We'd love to hear all about it in the comments below. And of course, share this video with your friends so they can join in on the fun. Don't forget to subscribe for more amazing content like this. There's always something new to discover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.